Greetings, fellow princeps and moderati. Nice to welcome you at my lecture on Reaver Battle Titans and their Ravager counterparts. I want to talk about the Reaver Battle Titan overall, its stats, the available weapons and possible battlefield roles, finished by my opinion on the Reaver. While you're listening, you can grab a glass of Amasec, polish your God Engine's armor panels, or rework internal cablings and repair some damage. If you got any questions, just raise your hand and I come back to you at the end of the class. So, wanna know more, and shall we start with the Reaver Battle Titan? Here we go. The Reaver Battle Titan is a medium-class Imperial Titan, a flexible war engine typically deployed to provide close support for conventional forces in a shock assault role. The Reaver predates even the mighty Warlord Battle Titan, though the date of its original manufacture is kept hidden within the deepest sealed archives on Mars. The Reaver Titan got an approximately weight of 738 tons, got a height of 22.3 meters, that's roughly translated into 73 feet, got a maximum speed on road of 27 kilometers per hour with a step length of 12.5 meters and an off-road speed of 19 kilometers per hour. A Reaver Battle Titan can field the Gatling Blaster, Reaver Titan Chain Fist, Melter Cannon, Volcano Cannon, Reaver Titan Power Fist, Laser Blaster, Turbo Laser Destructor, Warp Missile Support Rack, Apocalypse Missile Launcher and a Vulcan Megaborter. The most obvious trait of a Reaver Battle Titan is its carapace-mounted weapon hardpoint, on which he can field two Warhound-class grade weapons. In the game of Adeptus Titanicus, the Reaver Battle Titan got a scale of 8 and comes with 250 points, excluding his weapons. He got a command value of 4 up, a ballistic skill of 3 up, weapon skill of 4 up, a speed of 6 or boosted 9 inches, 2 base and 3 boosted maneuvers, 3 servitors on board, 6 plasma reactor holes and 5 void shield holes. The before mentioned weapons are separated in the arm and the carapace weapon classes, and we will start with the arm weapons. The Gatling Blaster, with a range up to 24 inches, 6 dice, a strength of 5, and the Ordnance trait, is the cheapest weapon with 15 points. The main benefit of this weapon is the short range of 8 inches with a +1 to hit modifier and the low cost. Next up we got one of the 2 close quarters weapon. It is the Reaver Titan Chain Fist with a range of 2 inches, a +2 to hit modifier, 3 dice, strength 8, melee and rending traits with 20 points. In my opinion, the better of the 2 Reaver Titan close quarter combat weapon, but the next will come up soon. The Melter Cannon, with a range up to 25 inches, 1 dice, a strength of 11, a point cost of 35, a 3-inch blast and fusion trait, is in my opinion a bit overpriced, but it got its use when we go to the battlefield roles. The Volcano Cannon, with a range up to 60 inches, 1 dice, strength 10, point cost of 25, 3-inch blast and draining, is a very basic long-range damage-dealing weapon. The most obvious drawback of the Volcano Cannon is the blast trait, so that you cannot perform any targeted attacks with this weapon. The second close quarters combat weapon is the Reaver Titan Power Fist, with a range of 2 inches and a +1 modifier to hit, 2 dice, strength 9, at a point cost of 20 with the concussive and the melee trait. If you don't like the Reaver Titan Chain Fist with the strength of 8, just go with the Power Fist with a strength of 9 and the ability with the concussive trait to spin your enemy around or push it away from you. The last of the arm-mounted weapons is the Laser Blaster with a range of 32 inches. Drawback is the long range from 16 to 32 inches, got a -1 to hit. 3 dice, strength 8, point cost of 25 with Shield Bane if you drain your reactor. A jack-of-all-trades weapon with the ability to strip void shields with the Shield Bane rule, and if there are no void shields, able to dish out some damage with its base strength of 8. As mentioned before, the greatest drawback of this weapon is the long range -1 to hit. Let us go to the Carapace weapons with their awesome firing arc of 360 degrees. We start with the Warhound grade weaponry, the Turbo Laser Destructor, same as on the Warhound, 32 inches maximum range, 2 dice, strength 8, 20 points, Carapace and Shield Bane as traits. It's like a smaller laser blaster without the drawback of the long range modifier to hit and jack of all trade as mentioned before. Then there is a Vulcan Mega Bolter up to 20 inches, 6 dice, strength 4, 10 points, Carapace and rapid trait, and the focus on the short range of 8 inches with a +1 modifier. Drawback with the Mega Bolter on the Reaver's Carapace is that you benefit from the +1 to hit on 8 inches only if you shoot at Reaver Titans and bigger God Engines due to the minimum fire range of Titan's scale. The Apocalypse Missile Launcher is a weapon that shoots up to 120 inches with 5 shots and a strength of 4. On the long range, 30 to 120 inches, it got a +1 to hit modifier, the Barrage and Carapace trait for 10 points, and in my opinion the most reliable Carapace weapon for Reaver Battle Titans. Strip shields in 360 degree and shoot on other targets if you get the split fire order and feel good this day. The oddball weapon of a Reaver Titan is the Warp Missile Support Rack. It comes in with 10 points, Carapace, Limited 1 and Warp traits. Got a range of 20 with a +1 modifier and a range of 80 with a +2 modifier and only 1 dice. The Warp Missile is kinda a narrative weapon and not a competitive used weapon due to the random effect when you hit your target. You can deal only structure points or critical damage. That's useful if you shoot this weapon on a Acastus Knight Porphyrion, but if you shoot this weapon, this one-use weapon, on a Titan, it can fix the critical damage rather easily in the next damage control phase, and if you need this critical damage for a kill shot, it's not reliable enough. Let us go to the battlefield roles that I keep very narrative driven, cause we got the Hun, the Goth, and the Vandal. The Hun is your more basic Reaver Titan loadout to be used in the midfield, and the weapon I would prefer are the Gatling Blaster, the Laser Blaster, and the Apocalypse Missile Launcher. This is a very low point cost on a Reaver Titan with just 300 points. The Apocalypse Missile Launcher and the Gatling Blaster are the weapons to strip void shields, and the Laser Blaster is the weapon to dish out damage in this loadout. If the enemy is foolish enough to come close to your Hun, it is even deadlier with a +1 to hit on the Gatling Blaster to get out some targeted shots. If you don't like the Laser Blaster due to the long range modifier, you can switch out this one to a Melter Cannon or even to a Volcano Cannon to get some more oomph on a weapon. But keep in mind, both of those weapons are blast templates and can't be targeted. The next loadout fulfills something of a support, long-range support role and is the Goth. The old school gamers out there might remember a Reaver Titan with 3 Apocalypse Missile Launchers, 1 on the carapace and the other 2 on the arms. The modern Goth variant is a combination with Laser Blaster, Volcano Cannon and Apocalypse Missile Launcher. Apocalypse Missile Launchers to strip shields, Laser Blaster to strip shields or dish out damage, and the Volcano Cannon purely for damage dealing. If you don't like the Laser Blaster due to the long range penalty and you don't play Legio Furian with the hunting auspexes like I do, just switch out the Laser Blaster with another Volcano Cannon, and you can even switch out the Apocalypse Missile Launcher with a Warp Missile Rack due to shitty face shenanigans if you shoot this weapon and deal out some critical damage from the backfield with a +2 modifier. The main role of the Goth is to stand in the backfield and dish out some high value damage in support of some of your smaller or faster Titans that engage the enemy at shorter ranges. The third variant is the Vandal, and I want to split the Vandal between short range and CQC Vandal. The short range Vandal fields a Gatling Blaster, a Melter Cannon and an Apocalypse Missile Launcher. The Apocalypse Missile Launcher in this case can be switched out with the Mega Bolter or the Turbo Laser Destructor. This is just the case of your preferred weapon. The Gatling Blaster in this weapon loadout provides shield stripping, and the Melter Cannon is the weapon to dish out the high value damage. And keep in mind that you got a D10 to the armor penetration roll on the short range. If you don't got the points in your battle group, just get the short range Vandal, 2 Gatling Blasters and an Apocalypse Missile Launcher or a Turbo Laser Destructor to get 2 shield stripping weapons in the 2 Gatling Blasters and 1 damage weapon with the carapace mounted laser. The second Vandal is the CQC. This is the Reaver Battle Titan that fields a close quarter combat or melee weapon. The Chain Fist or the Power Fist in conjunction with the Gatling Blaster and the Apocalypse Missile Launcher or the Warped Missile Support Rack. This is the case of which weapon you prefer. Do you prefer the Chain Fist with the 3 attacks and the +2 to hit, or do you prefer the Power Fist with the 2 attacks +1 to hit? Do you prefer more rending or more pushing around your enemy with concussive? And in which maniple you field this Reaver Titan. If you field it in a Ferox light maniple, you can switch between ballistic skill and weapon skill on the 2-inch range, so that you can hit with the power fist on a 2+ also. So there is no need to get the Reaver chain fist to get the 2 up to hit. The Gatling Blaster is used to keep the point value low, and then you can decide Apocalypse Missile Launcher for some shield stripping while you're on your way to the enemy, or the Warp Missile Support Rack if you think fire away this one-shot weapon, and then if the Vandal CQC Titan dies in a catastrophic meltdown, it doesn't matter that much, cause you shot your one-shot weapon already. If you don't like the Gatling Blaster on this variant, or you think you need more of a punch and got the points in your battle group, just switch it out to a Melter Cannon, go up to the enemy, smile him in his face, shoot the Melter Cannon, then kick the hell out of him with a smash attack, and after that activate your Chain Fist or Power Fist to punch him into the dust. Overall, I think the Reaver Titan is one of the most versatile Titans out there and can be equipped to your liking and to the battlefield role the best. There are the variants that go close up and punch the hell out of the enemy, even with 2 close quarter combat weapons, like a Chain Fist and the Power Fist in a Suicide loadout. Or you got the backfield variant in conjunction with a Venator light maniple to get your bonus shots while the Warhound Scout Titans strip shields. I like to field my Reaver Battle Titans with a Ferox light maniple and use the short range or the CQC Vandal due to the bonus of Knife Fighter, +1 strength if you are in the enemy's scale, and the possibility to switch between weapon skill and ballistic skill in 2-inch range. I also like to field a Corsair Battle Line maniple consisting fully out of Reaver Battle Titans, so I can fit out each of the God Engines with the weapons I like and field the battlefield roles I like, and the bonus of the movement penalty on the side steps removed in the Corsair Battle Line maniple is a good thing to surprise untrained enemies that don't think that Reaver can do things like this. How do you like to field your Reaver Battle Titans? Which is the most capable weapon in your opinion, and which weapon is never fielded by you as the commander of your battle group? Just let us know in the comments below. Thank you for listening to this lecture on Reaver Battle Titans in Adeptus Titanicus. If you want to support us, the Team Titanicorn, in producing Adeptus Titanicus content, just comment this video, leave a like, or visit Patreon/Team Titanicorn, link is in the video description also, where you can support us directly in creating Adeptus Titanicus content with benefits for you as a Patreon. So this is the end of the video. Thank you for your time and listening. Keep on wargaming, and class dismissed.